right, CFA Nation, how is everyone doing today? Nick here.
Ooh, Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And me and Gabe are here to try to bring to you a quick-ish video on our thoughts on the India squad that was announced for the first two tests against England. We wanted to do a video with both squads announced, but we couldn't find anywhere that the England squad had been announced yet. So we're going to stick to the India squad. And I feel a little better about doing this one than the last one we did against Australia because now we know a bunch of these guys. We know what to expect.
Right.
So let's just read the list of these names, and then we'll give our thoughts afterwards on ones that maybe we were surprised about, not surprised about. And, of course, this is just the India squad, the guys that are going to be in the bubble, the guys that they can choose from to make their starting 11. So I will do – I'm not sure if we're looking at the same screenshot, but I'll do the first column, so the first 6 names. And if you look at the same thing I am, Gabe, then you can do the next column, and we'll go from there. All right?
Okay. Sounds good.
So the first 6 that are in this shot that will share with us from ESPN Quick Info, we got Rohit Sharma, the hitman, Shubman Gill, you better, Mayank Agarwal, Pujara, Virat Kohli coming back, and Ajinkya Rahane. Those are the first 6.
All right, the next 6, we got Pant, of course. You know what I mean? The Pantonian performance. Either it's going to be a Pantonian dismissal or a Pantonian performance. You never know with this guy, but he's going to be there. His backup, surely, Saha. Okay, Hardik Pandya, KL Rahul. Ooh, Bumrah. Is he fit yet? Jasprit Bumrah. And Ishant Sharma.
All right. And already so many things I want to say about the second group of names. But the last group of names, we got Mohammad Siraj, Shardul Thakur. Sorry about that. Ashwin, Kuldeep Yadav, Washington Sundar, and Axar Patel. All right, so there's some names on there. Some of the names that were not in the Australian tour. Let me see if I can pull them all out. Axar Patel, Hardik Pandya were the first, and Virat Kohli was there for one of the matches. Those are two of the biggest differences from what we had before. And the names that are not on there that were in Australia was Umesh is not on there, and Prithvi Shah is not on there. I think KL Rahul was always on there, but he just was not healthy. And then another name we don't see on there that was on the Australian squad, probably still injured, I thought this guy would be good to go, is Mohammad Shami. So I think his first name is Mohammed. But good group of guys. What are your initial thoughts? Whether things that you're surprised about, things that you're not surprised about, whatever you want to say.
Okay, so, first and foremost, first thing I'm surprised about is Kuldeep Yadav. All right, Kuldeep Yadav has been shaky, really shaky. And everybody says he lost his confidence since, 2019 that he got beat up or whatnot. I mean, I don't get it. Unless Mohammad Shami is still not fit to go. And we saw some guys put up some good performances as well. I mean, Umesh, I would take Umesh over Kuldeep Yadav. So that really surprised me there. I'll take Lord Siraj. He's earned himself a spot on that test squad.
Oh, yeah.
Whether they put him in the playing 11, but he I'm good with that. Axar Patel, that name kind of also, and I'm like, I don't know. Is he test material? We don't know. He deserves a shot. Of course, you're gonna have Pant there. You need to have Saha there in case Pant gets hurt. Right, that's the wicket keeper. So of course you're still going to carry Saha. It's not like he's banished from the team. But I think that we're both in agreement that Pant's going to be the starter. He'll be in the playing in 11. And then this will be the first time we see both Kohli and Rohit Sharma, right? Because Kohli played the first test. Rohit Sharma was not fit, right? And then Rohit Sharma played this 4th test, and Kohli was out due to a maternity leave. So I'm excited to see what this team does when both the guys are on the squad. Your thoughts, Nick?
So getting to and I always forget, honestly. I've watched a million times. I'm not sure why I don't notice it. I always forget who is pace for some of these guys and who is spin. But the biggest thing is spin. I think that's why Kuldeep Yadav is on the squad, because at one point he was considered by a lot of people as the number 1 spinner in India. And as far as the Southern Continent goes, or whatever they call that, I think Southern Continent, he spins, and the spin works really, really well there in India. So you kind of got to have the spin bowler there. So I see why he's on there, but I see what you're saying. Like there's not someone that maybe has a little more confidence than Kuldeep Yadav. But if you think about it, what's the other option? Chahal, right? And Chahal, I don't know if he plays much tests. I don't know if he has. He was in the limited format over roster, but he wasn't looking too great when he was bowling in the limited format. So I think that's the biggest reason why he's on there. But I see what you're saying. Like, really? I mean, this guy, if you lose your confidence, that's the worst thing you can think of. But I think it's only him and Axar Patel that are the only spinners, correct?
From that list, yeah, because not Lord Siraj, Decor, Ashwin. He's Ashwin like a spinner?
He's a fast bowler.
He's a fast bowler.
The only one I wasn't sure about was Sundar. Let me double check, even though I just saw him bowl. I want to say he's a fast bowler. But if that's the truth, then you only have two guys. You only have two guys on your squad that are, natural spin bowlers, unless I'm missing one. And I would think that's kind of going light for where you want to be playing there in India. Don't you think?
You know what? I agree. And when we talk about spin bowlers, right? Why not use this opportunity to get one of the young guys in there? And I know what people are going to tell me. He's too young. He's only 20. But one of the best young spin bowlers we can think of, Bishnoi, right? You know what I mean? Hashtag free Bishnoi. Hashtag free Bishnoi. Ravi Bishnoi is a savage. He's one of the best young spinners. Why not give him a shot and bring him in there? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, again, because of the age, he's been snubbed. But you see what other young players is doing. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. Maybe Yadav will prove me wrong. And I get it. You don't want to give up a guy who was once considered the best who was considered the best spinner, right, in India, but that's not what he's been in the last year and a half, 2 years plus. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think, again, you want to have spin in where they're going to be playing in India. And maybe they're thinking like, this guy, this is where he's going to get his confidence back because the grounds are going to play well for the spin. He's going to be able to do his thing. He's had some time away from it. We're going to see what happens. Maybe that's what they're thinking. But honestly, they're spin light, right? So maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's all about pace in India. I thought it was spin.
No, it's spin.
Some other guys on here. I mean, I'm surprised by Axar Patel. I really am. I have not seen him bowl and test. I'm not sure if he's going to be a debutant this time if he gets in there. But again, you got to have spin. So it is what it is. I'm excited to see some Ishant Sharma because we have not seen him bowl live. So I'm excited to check that out. I'm definitely excited to see some Hardik Pandya because this guy, I mean, I was naive enough to think that this guy was just a T20 specialist because what he does in the IPL. This guy can do all formats, and I cannot wait. And remember, this guy's an all-rounder. Hopefully the back's doing well. We don't got Jadeja on here for health reasons. So Pandya, that's a pretty nice replacement for Jadeja as far as an all-rounder goes. Talk about the depth, baby.
That's what I was just about to say. Is he fit, though? Because we saw Warner come back, to the Australian team, and he clearly wasn't fit. Okay? Towards the end, he looked a lot better, but David Warner was not fit. So, and they brought back Pekulski for one game, right? One test match, and then he's out for the next because he still wasn't fit. So I understand not rushing back Jadeja, but you're replacing him with another guy who, had back issues. And if you need him to bowl, and now you have to think of it that way, the fact that every single we have to be comfortable with every guy getting in this game. Because look at just what happened to us in Australia. Are you confident that his back's going to hold up to help you bowl? Because as an all-rounder, he's got to be able to bowl. If not, you got to replace him with somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. You make a great point. Now, any other name? I'm a little surprised by Agarwal, but I don't think he was horrible by any stretch of the means. He got himself some runs. I mean, his average was decent in Australia. Right. But, I mean, I'm glad he's getting another chance, but I'm a little surprised by that. But I'm really, really liking this list. And, as far as the starting 11, right, I think there's two ways of going about it. You have 5 true bowlers, and then you have Pandya as that all-rounder if he can bowl, which gives you a possibility of 6. You may not need that much because you might sacrifice one of those pure bowlers, go to 4, have Pandya be your 5, and then you can get yourself with 6 batsmen. This is the lineup I'm going to set, and let me know what you think about this. And not in any kind of order. These are just my 11 guys for the first test. I'm going with Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Pujara, Kohli, Rahane, Pant. Woo. So you got to go with 6 true batsmen because you don't want to leave any of those guys out there. And then Pandya, and then my 4 top bowlers. I'm doing Bumrah. I'm doing Sharma. Oh, this one gets tough because do you want 2 spin? Because if you do, you're going to throw in Yadav and Patel in there. But then you leave out Ashwin, you leave out Siraj, you leave out Thakur. I mean, and even Sundar was doing some good things in that. I don't think he'll be in this first match, but the last match he was in. No, those bowlers are tough to choose from. If I can only get 4 true bowlers,
I agree with all your batsmen. I'm glad you didn't throw Mayank Agarwal in your starting 11. Okay, it should be. I mean, I went exactly with you. Although obviously your opener would be Shubman Gill along with Rohit Sharma as openers. Put Virat Kohli in there at 3, 4. You're probably gonna go with Rahane. Or no, probably with
Pujara loves that 4 spot
at 4, and then Rahane at 5. You know, leave Pant there at the end. You know what he can do, so he's a little bit of insurance for the other guys. But as I'm looking at this, you got to put Bumrah in there. He's a scout taker, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you leave out Lord Siraj? How dare you? How do you leave out Lord Siraj?
Because this Sharma does some dangerous things,
bro. Siraj after his 7-wicket haul, bro. Come on now. And then you need the spinner. So yeah, you got to go with Ashwin. And I'm assuming if they put Kuldeep Yadav here, they're gonna play Kuldeep Yadav. And Washington Sundar doesn't have a prayer to get in there unless somebody gets hurt. Let's just put it that way. So that would be my 4 bowlers. I'd go with Bumrah, Lord Siraj, Ashwin, and probably Kuldeep Yadav.
Now, one thing we're not realizing is, Kohli, he can do some bowling himself. And I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's funny to see his introduction video when he was a youngster, and they talk about how they bowl and how they bat. I even looked it up, Hardik. I was like, maybe Hardik Pandya is a spin bowler, but according to Wikipedia, he's fast. He's pace. So, I mean, you're only going to do 1 spin bowler, but if you do that 1 spin, if you do 2 spin bowlers, you got to say goodbye to Siraj. You got to say goodbye to Thakur. Oh, you guys, because you got to have Ashwin in there. You got to have Bumrah, Sharma, Ashwin, right? I mean, don't you think? Especially with what Ashwin can show you with, holding tight there with the bat at the crease. One name that's not on here that was in the Australia test that we didn't mention yet was Vihari, right? And he might still be injured. He did not have the best series. There was plenty of times where I said, why is this guy in the squad? Until I watched match 3. I'm telling you guys, Vihari and what Ashwin did, they may have saved the series right there. And then you throw Pant in match 4 and Gill. But, I mean, this is a good squad. This is a squad, and we saw in Australia anything could happen. But this is a squad in India where, as much as I want to stay grounded, I want to say I like my chances.
You know what, man? I'm thinking about it right now, man, and England's in trouble, bro. England's in trouble. This is a squad, bro. It's not even fair. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, holy cow. You know what I mean? Holy cow. It's tough. I mean, I would probably go with your same starting 11, with the exception of make the change with the bowling. Bro, I'm not leaving a guy. It's like the NBA, all right? You go with the hot hand, daddy. And a guy that just got 7 wickets, no way he's back right in the prime. No way. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like he's hot. He's hot right now. You do not leave off Lord Siraj. Bottom line, you got to keep him in there. That's just, it's in baseball, right? A guy's on a hitting streak. You don't sit a guy down on a hit streak. Not happening. You know what I'm saying? He's in there.
India's top wicket taker in that series, and he didn't bowl all the matches.
Dude, it's good thing I'm not on the selection committee, bro. Those guys must be like losing their minds, like, oh man.
What you can do with that kind of depth, though, is you can do, and I'm not sure if this is Kohli style as captain, But what you can do is you can say, listen, guys, we got too many of you guys amazing bowlers. So you're going to go match 1. You're going to go match 2. It's as simple as that. We need to use all of your skills. We're going to get you guys some rest, but we got to have it a certain way. You got to have some spin in there. You just do. And if it's Kohli going to bust out some spin, I'm not sure if he's got it in him, then whatever. But think about this is what I want to end my thoughts are on this video. The last time Kohli was out there in an international match, it was all out for 36. Right? That was the last time he was out there.
I know
all
what
out
you're
for
going to
36.
say. Don't you dare.
Do I think he's the kind of competitor that has, as much as he loves his newborn baby and as much of a proud father as he is, and he's grateful for this time. And again, I keep saying he made the right choice. Is he the kind of competitor that has not been able to truly sleep until he gets back on that ground and proves to the entire world and himself that's not Kohli? I'm going to show you what Kohli is today in front of my country. Oh,
you don't
I can't wait to see what he can do.
On my final note, I heard somebody say, it was like an off comment, but this was live as we're watching it. One of the announcers were like, and Rahane is still undefeated as captain. You don't think Kohli heard that, bro? You don't think Kohli heard that? Come on, man. You know what I mean? He's got to be feeling some kind of way about it. Like, nah, this is, no. Just pride alone. I guarantee you, as happy as he was for that win, he's thinking to myself, when I get back, I got to prove that I can win as captain. Because, that was a little dig that I felt was unnecessary. But one of the announcers were like, and Rahane's still undefeated as captain. I'm like, wow, this guy's out of control, man.
And we're so still newish to the game that we don't truly understand the impact and the legend that is Virat Kohli. We don't. We've seen Virat Kohli with some chinks in the armor. We don't understand. But when I was watching that Siraj video, this guy was talking about not too long ago how he was just enamored by Kohli. His idol was on the same squad with him. He didn't want to talk to him. He didn't want to get in his way. I mean, Kohli is like the idol for these guys.
Right.
And so the way I think he is, the competitor I think he is, the champion I think he is, oh, watch out, England. We'll see what happens, though. It'll be very exciting to find out what happens. Hopefully they get rested up. Guys, let us know what your thoughts are on our thoughts and on the squad. I'm very happy with this squad. I have no problems with it. I would love to see some Serge Jadeja, but he's not fit right now. I would love to see Shami. He's not healthy right now. Exactly. Got to see Excalibur. But with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time,
that's 6 runs.